Welcome to Catherine's tutorial. In this video, we'll learn about what is sex determination. In the previous video, we were learning about ABO blood grouping, RH antigen and RH incompatibility, and even learned about the hypothesis proposed to explain the presence or absence of RH antigen. In this video, we'll learn about what is sex determination. So, what is sex determination? So, before knowing about the sex determination, we should know the differences between the chromosome. So, in human, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes are present. We have 23 pairs of chromosome. Among these 23 pairs, the 22 pairs of chromosomes are known as autosomes. The 23rd pair of chromosome, which differentiates male and female organism, is known as allosome, or is also known as sex chromosome. So, there are two types of chromosomes present in human. There are totally 23 pairs of chromosome. The 22 pairs of chromosomes are known as autosome. The 23rd pair of chromosome, which differentiates male from the female, is known as allosome or sex chromosome. Okay, they are known as allosomes or sex chromosome. Then how they differentiate the sex? We'll just go in detail about learning two more terms. That is homomorphic sex and heteromorphic sex. What is the meaning of homomorphic sex? Homo refers to same. Homo refers same. Hetero refers different. So, homomorphic sex, it means the chromosomes are same. Okay, like we'll go with an example so that you can able to understand what is homomorphic sex. When you take homomorphic sex, the homomorphic sex in human is XX. There is no difference, both the chromosomes are X and X. So, this type of sex, okay, it is known as homomorphic sex, or they are known as homomorphic chromosomes. Heteromorphic, the word explains the meaning, it is different. Okay, so in human it is XY, it is present in male, where the male has one X chromosome and he will have one Y chromosome. So, okay, so homomorphic sex is nothing but they will have same type of chromosome in their 23rd pair, and heteromorphic sex is nothing but they will have X and Y chromosome in their 23rd pair. That differentiates male from the female. Homomorphic sex, same chromosomes. Heteromorphic sex, different chromosome. So, this differences between the male and female differentiate them. Okay, so these are known as sex chromosomes, or they are also known as allosome. Now, we will learn about what is chromosomal basis of sex determination. So, what is chromosomal basis of sex determination? Chromosomal basis of sex determination. So, it is determined based on the chromosome. That is why it is known as chromosomal basis of inheritance. And we learned like what is homomorphic sex and heteromorphic sex. Homo means they will have same type of chromosome. Hetero means they will have different set of chromosome. Different set in the sense X and Y chromosome in case of male. That is why the male is known as heterogametic male or heterogametic sex. Heterogametic sex. Female is known as homomorphic or homogametic sex, because she will produce same type of gametes as X and X, and the male will produce two different types of gametes as X and Y. We will just go in detail about what is chromosomal basis of sex determination. Here we can able to divide them into two broad category. So that is before knowing about this sex determination, we should know who discovered this X chromosome or who discovered the presence of sex chromosome. The X chromosome was identified, okay, or first identified by Henke. He has done experiment in firefly and he observed that some of the chromosomes in firefly doesn't participate in meiosis. So he just concluded, and it was unidentified during that time. So he just named it as X chromosome during that time. So till now we are using the term X chromosome only. Okay, so now we'll move on to chromosomal basis of sex determination. We can able to divide them into two broad category as male heterogamety, or it is also known as heterogametic males. Heterogametic males. And here we can divide them into one more category. Here it is female heterogamety, where the female in some of the organism will produce two different type of gametes. So it is known as female heterogamety, or it is also known as heterogametic females. Heterogametic females. So on the basis of chromosomal sex determination, we can divide them into two broad category, where the male exhibits heterogamety. Heterogamety, I have told you already, they will have two different set of chromosomes as X and Y. In some of the organisms, especially in some of the domestic chickens, reptiles and some of the fishes, will exhibit this female heterogamety, where the female will produce two different set of chromosomes. Okay, that is why it is known as female heterogamety. Now we'll just go in detail about what is male heterogamety or heterogametic males. There are two examples we are going to learn here. One example is XX, XO. Another example is XX, XY. And here we are going to learn about ZO, ZZ or ZW, ZZ. So we are going to learn about these two different types of sex determination in two different categories as male heterogamety and female heterogamety. Okay, where you can able to find this type of heterogamety that it is seen in males actually. That is why it is known as heterogametic male. Here the female has XX chromosome and the male has XO chromosome. That is, one is absent actually here. The other type of chromosome is again female has 2X of chromosome and the male produces 2 chromosome, that is X and Y. This type of mechanism you can able to find in some of the insects like cockroaches. Cockroaches will have this type of sex determination, and XX, XY is found in humans, and also it is found in Drosophila. It is also seen in some of the bugs. Some of the bugs will exhibit this type of mechanism. XX, XO type. As I have told you earlier, it is seen in some of the bugs, insects, and that is insects like cockroaches. Cockroaches will have this type of sex determination. Here the male produces two different types of gametes, that is, one is X, another one is O. Female produces two different types of gametes, that is, same type of gametes, that is X and X. Okay, so the male will produce two gametes, one is with X, another one is without X. And female produces two gametes which are same, that is why they are known as homomorphic sex. So what happens here, if you draw a Punnett square so that you can able to understand very easily what is the offspring ratio. This is female chromosome and this is male chromosome. Here it will be X, X. Here it will be X, X again. Here it will be X, O. Again here it will be X, O. So these two set of chromosomes will result in female individual. These two will result in male individual. So here only the male gamete will determine, okay, only the male chromosome will determine what will be the sex of the offspring, okay, because the female is going to produce same type of chromosome. Here only male is going to produce two different set of chromosome that determines the sex of the offspring, whether it is male or female in case of XX, XO type that is found in this group of organism. And here the male exhibits heterogamety where they produce two different set of chromosome, that is why it is known as heterogametic male. XY type, okay, which is seen in human and Drosophila. Humans and Drosophila will exhibit this type of sex determination. Here male produces two different chromosomes, one is X, another one is Y. Female produces two different she will produce same type only, it is X and X. The male produces X and Y type, that is why it is heterogametic. This mechanism is known as heterogametic male sex determination. So what happens here? Again we'll draw Punnett square so that you can able to easily understand. XY. When you plot here, you can able to find the first is XX, again XX, the next one is XY, the next one is XY. These two individuals are female and these two individuals are male. Again, the male chromosome, that is X and Y, only determines the sex of the offspring, whether it is male or female. Because female is going to produce only same type of chromosome, so she is not going to determine the sex of offspring, but it was actually determined by the male chromosome. Male heterogamety. The first example what we are going to learn here is that O, is that Z. This type of sex determination is seen in some of the domestic chickens and some of the butterfly. Some species of butterfly will exhibit this type of sex determination. Again, it is known as female heterogamety. In this case, male will produce same type of chromosome. There will be no changes. Here, the male is homomorphic sex and female is heteromorphic sex. This is female who has ZO type of chromosome. Again, gamete formation, she will produce one with Z, another one is without Z. So, she will produce two gametes. We used to learn about sex chromosome with X and XY only, that we use that alphabet to determine the sex chromosome. But here we are using Z2, Z to avoid confusion, okay, because there are male also will exhibit heterogamety and female will also exhibit heterogamety. To differentiate or to avoid confusion, we are using another alphabet instead of X and Y. Instead of X, we are using this Z. Instead of Y, we are using this O. Okay, can you able to understand? So, to avoid confusion only, instead of X, we are using the alphabet Z here. Instead of Y, we are using an alphabet O here. Okay, so the female will produce two type of gametes. One is with Z chromosome, another one is without Z chromosome. Here male will produce two gametes which are actually same. Here I have told you the male is known as homogametic sex. Here the female will exhibit heterogamety. Again, if you want to get the offspring, just draw Punnett square. Z O Z. The offsprings are okay. So here the first two, this Z is male homomorphic sex in this group of organism. Female, these two are female where they exhibit heterogamety, one with Z chromosome, another one is without Z chromosome. So here the sex determination is based on the female chromosome. That is why it is known as female heterogamety. We'll go with one more example. That is ZW, Z. This type of mechanism or this type of sex determination you can able to find in some of the fishes and reptiles. They exhibit ZW, Z actually. So we are learning this type of sex determination under female heterogamety. So here female will have two different chromosomes, that is one gamete with a Z chromosome, another gamete with W. Here the male produces two gametes which are homomorphic. So both the gametes are Z type. Again, if you want to draw a Punnett square, we'll draw it here. Here the female, it is ZW, and here it is male. So the young ones will be this type. Here the first two, this side you can able to find all the male individual, male individual. This side you can able to find female individual. So here the sex of the offspring is determined based on the female chromosome Z and W. Okay, so this is known as female heterogamety. Can able to understand? I am just summarizing it again. We learned about chromosomal basis of sex determination, and we divided them into two categories as heterogametic male, heterogametic females. At heterogametic male, we learned about here heterogametic male where the male exhibits heterogamety, where the male will produce two different chromosomes. Female will be homomorphic sex where she will produce same type of chromosome. The heterogametic male mechanism we have seen as XX, XO type and XX, XY type. And the first type you can able to find in some of the cockroaches, bugs, and here the second type you can able to find in humans and Drosophila. Okay, here the second thing is we are learning about female heterogamety where the female will produce two different set of chromosome. Here the female will exhibit heterogamety, male will exhibit homogamety. This type of mechanism you can able to find in domestic chicken and butterfly where the female chromosome will determine the sex of offspring. And here ZW, Z. Again here the female will be of heterogametic sex where she will determine the sex of the offspring. So that's all about the chromosomal basis of sex determination. By the next video we'll learn about Y chromosome and male development. Thank you.